I just solved a problem that I've had for a long time trying to play a classic video game system on my TV, and I want to share the solution with you. For the generation of video game systems that came before HDMI, like the Super Nintendo, but even like the PS3, they would have some kind of proprietary thing in the back, but then they would terminate in these, an audio, or two audio and a video cable. You can use those with a modern TV, no problem. You need to buy a box like this that takes those signals, converts it to HDMI. I don't necessarily recommend this specific box. It actually isn't that good, but it was cheap and it does get the job done. I can play my Super Nintendo on my current TV. Where that doesn't help is for the original generation of video games, like the Intellivision and the Atari 2600. They never used connectors like this. They actually broadcast. And the way that you had to use those is that you plugged a wire into the back. You would have a box like this that would go between the antenna that might have been on the top of your house and the signal that was coming out of the Intellivision. You would then, when you wanted to play, have to switch from the TV to the game like it shows here. You see we've got game, we've got there's this type of antenna, there's that type, here's all this stuff going to the TV, and this would switch back and forth. On the unit itself, you got to pick whether you were going to go on channel 3 or channel 4. You would pick whichever one wasn't in your area. Well, there's a problem with that. Your TV today does have an antenna jack on it. And in fact, I suggest that you use it. Go buy a cheap antenna, plug it into that, let it scan the channels. You'll probably find that you have a bunch of channels in your area and that they come in really good. But the channel 3 of today is a digital channel. It is not the same as the analog channel that the Intellivision and video games of its era were trying to broadcast on. So what can you do? They do make special converters that will take the old style channel 3 signal and convert it to HDMI, much like my little 3-wire to HDMI thing. But they're really expensive, and of course they're very special purpose. I realized that I had the solution sitting in my closet gathering dust. The solution is your VCR. If you have a VCR, or you can acquire one, you will realize that VCRs are from the same era as these. Channel 3 on this device is the same as channel 3 on this device. And, better yet, VCRs always have that output. So, I've got it leading from the Intellivision to the box, just like back in the day, and then the box goes to the VCR where I tune into channel 3. Because it has this type of output, you know what to do from here. That runs to this. That converts it to HDMI, and that's how I can play Intellivision on my flat screen.